final heat of the KNMV Motocross Challenge. Everton got 2:17s and brilliant stuff. John van der Berg, he's in 5th at the moment. Strybos, handsome lad, he's 4th. Marcel van Drunen, he won the first heat and then fell in the second. Van Dorn is hurt, not a happy bunny at all. Edwin Everton is just hoping for a good result here. Started to rain a bit, so it's going to get a bit claggy now. It's 30 machines set off for the 3rd and final heat of the KNMV Challenge in Lerock. And Strybos storms into the lead. And alongside him, whoa! And that is Van Drunen down again, and he creates a terrible mess there. And certainly being tempted into going a bit too hard, I would have thought there. Anyway, Hollannin in the lead again from Dave Strybos. I wonder if Hollannin can hang on to his machine this time round. And that's Cheryl Swaber. We haven't really seen very much of him. A slow starter, but always there goes Van Dorn. And behind him, Pedro Tractor. And behind him, John van der Berg. And Marcel van Drunen, he might as well forget it. He's created a scrapyard there on that first corner. Now, let's see whether Hollannin can keep his Honda at least going until he gets to the finish line this time round. He had a wonderful second heat, and then his machine fell to pieces on him. Swaber, Van Dorn, Tractor, and I think looking very relaxed there, aren't they? Now, Hollannin rode brilliantly, as I said. It's going to be interesting to see. 24 years of age, started actually in the States this year, practicing over there, riding with a lot of the Supercross guys and whatever, and my word, it paid off. Dave Strybos, we reckon, is going to sign for Honda this week. That's the rumour. He's on Suzuki at the moment, of course. And there goes Jan van Dorn. Bobby Moore is going to take the Italian ride that he was after. We can see Tractor chasing hard on the outside, keeping out of trouble. And with all of these, 16 laps, it's quite long, and Hollannin, I'm sure they will have sorted out their problem. Everton in 2nd place. I mean, what a consistent rider. He's had 2 seconds already. He's kept out of problems. So let's see how Van Dorn is getting on there. John van der Berg past the camera. And of course, you can see the way he's always a bit crouched over his machine when he's on the saddle. But riding well. And, not a bad luck this year has Van den Berg. He's riding well again, I must say. And let's hope he has a better season next season. Hollannin just putting a commanding, very relaxed stamp of authority on this event. And there goes Everton again. It'll be interesting to see how, with the slightly heavier sand with the rain on it, how it will affect the differential between... Now here's a good battle between Tractor 3 and Van den Berg. And Van den Berg takes it sideways, loses a lot of speed there. And look at the difference that's made on that straight as Tractor hammers ahead on the Suzuki machine. So, no huge surprises at the moment. Hollannin cruising around on the outside. Looks as if he's out for a Sunday afternoon ride, doesn't he? Totally relaxed. Riding absolutely beautifully. And totally in control. 16 there is Cheryl Swaber. And Cheryl Swaber in his 125cc machine has pulled up. Everton is... He must have had a problem there because he was doing well. And there's Pedro Tractor. Very muddling the way these riders wear different numbers on their backs sometimes. It does create problems for us all. Tractor still in front of Vandenberg. They're being chased quite hard. And Hulsen actually catching up some back markers now. He's on his last lap, and Gerald Schwaber. And there goes Strybus. That's Everton keeping out of trouble. That's all he's got to do. Finish in fourth and he'll walk it, won't he? Vandenberg is fifth now. Confirmed, of course, by our captions. And you can see how difficult it gets when it starts getting rutted, and the big 500 machines can't handle it. Well, having said that, they can't handle it, but this man seems to be having no trouble at all. And he had the best in fastest time in training as well. It's interesting to see. He only did 8 training laps, and he was way the fastest. 2 seconds faster than anyone else. Gerald Schwaber put in 13 training laps. And it's funny, Everton and the boys weren't anywhere near the fastest laps in training. So they obviously got saving themselves for race day. And nobody knows what half these guys are going to be riding next year. It's going to be quite exciting to find out. I know we're going to have a chat with them after the race and see if they'll tell us. But I bet they don't. Do remember, we're going to be seeing a lot of these riders at the beach race in Scheveningen, which we're covering exclusively on Go, of course, here on Screen Sport. And that's always a crazy, crazy event. Look how relaxed this guy is. Certainly that little sojourn in the States has done him the world of good, and as long as his Honda keeps going, the man is unbeatable. And the machine performing beautifully. He's on his last lap. And I'm just trying to add up his points. He got 13 points on the first heat, nothing on the second heat. So if he wins this heat, he'll get 33 points, and that should put him somewhere in the top 5 or 6 anyway. Gerald Schwaber, well, he only got 1 point for the first heat, 7 on the second heat. So he's going to be way down the running order. Dave Strybos had a lousy first heat too. He only got 2 points, but he got 20, of course, on the second heat. So he should be up there somewhere. And if Van Dorn can just improve what he's doing at the moment, he could be on the podium as well, you know. So round we come towards the checkered flag. He gives it a wheelie. He's really pleased. He looks over his shoulder. And what a controlled performance that was. 24 years of age, Carlo Hulsel, the Dutch 500cc champion, walks it here. So Everton ends up with 13 points. Dave Strybus 15 points. So Everton in the lead. Strybus gets second. You'll see it in a minute.